when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Forever, and now she dog 'em out whenever. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't, but I think you're better than me, and I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah. If a then a girl do it better. If a you know a girl do it better. I'm not the good dog. I'm not the good dog. I'm not the good dog. I'm not the good dog.
Seven oh 70 Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m., we ended up at Live. 3 a.m., we like Pope. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home. Ooh, yeah. It's 2 a.m., let's got me loose. From what you say, I'm you. Then it won't get me through. I got faith, but I want you. Your location, I need to know. Your location, send me. Your location.
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Set.
Young wasting no time, right to the air. It's a foot race. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Carolina. Jatavian Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Looking to put a drive together. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he spins past him and into space. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch it and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed. And then we got to see it unfold in real time.
You look at this Carolina defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Here's Shuck. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Third and 5. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
He'll try and do this himself. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. First and 10 at the 31-yard line. Straight ahead, Etienne. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. The Panthers hit 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And the key for them, as I see it, tightening things up on defense, because the offense did its part. They played well, but defensively.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive to about the 40-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Another tote for ETN. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. When you look at this defense, they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
And I've loved watching this unit on tape because throughout this season, I've seen them do all the right things. They're about as talented a group as I've seen, and they know how to stop the run.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll run with ETN. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
When they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football, and I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Working out of the gun here, Shuck. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
What a 1st quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8th. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
But there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent game and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Shuck now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Neal. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Devin Neal from 8 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
Brian Brzee fought in and got him down. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. We're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Black, 95.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital. Extremely important because they fall 2 games below 500. The road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On play action, Shark. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw is Shuck. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there, with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Here we go.
They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. That one complete to Legal. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Ready. Green jack. 60 red. Jack.
Looking to throw, Young. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And down inside the 40 or about the 48. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Etienne once more. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
2nd and 7. Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. There's a short one caught by Johnson. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Shuck. Screenplay, here's Etienne. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Shuck. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Etienne is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Third down, Young from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
16 yards.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Set, ready. 30, ready.
To the air once more, Young. Left side here to Sanders. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Complete to Jatavion Sanders. 10 yards on the pickup.
Now Young.
And inches at the 36-yard line.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up when we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely they put on the carpet a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover for a squad.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Third down and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion. Third down, Shuck from the gun. That is caught. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find it.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
It's a gain of 40. That's another Saints first down. A gain of 40 yards.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick here is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Powering his way forward. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. A give to Etienne running right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 88 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, right back to Etienne. They'll take this to the 46.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. From the gun, Shuck. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Let's go.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
97. Rail, yellow. Hut.
To throw, Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the
Ready.
2nd down and 4. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Now he's loose up the left sideline. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
First down.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Blaster, 6.
Throwing, Young. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space. Let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Set, ready. 60 red. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Yellow, 22.
From the shotgun, it's Young. That's Samuel, caught left side. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here we go.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. And we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the gun, Shuck. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, here's Shuck. Over the middle, it's complete. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw now, Shuck. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Here's Shuck. ETN bringing in another one. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
70 Lions.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Shough now to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. There's Johnson with a reception. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, 26 yards. And the Saints get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Dances by him. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Got a man, that's Legette. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Xavier Legette, 43 yards. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They've got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is. The things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw is Shough. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there on on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Back to throw now on first down. And quick throw here, that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down. He'll drop to throw. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. To the air again. Here's Shuck. He'll try and do this himself. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Throwing, Shuck. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. This returnable for Wallace. And the Panthers are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 4-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Young to throw. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Now Young going to move him around.
Smash, red. Blue striker. Hut, hut.
He's back to throw. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready, break. Set. Slide Blue. Green Jack. Ready?
Young. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad.
Okay, ready?
0 to 100.
Here we go. Blue 32. Set up.
Here's Young. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jonas Sinker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Etienne up the middle. And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Saints, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them